To all of the observers here today. I'm sure this is a pretty exciting thing, the selection of auditor. So I call the meeting to order. What do we have to go, is there a lot of pomp and circumstance for this?
Yes, we do.
All right. So let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And a roll call. Are you going to do the roll call, or do I do the roll call? Okay. I am present. Dr. Diane Einen.
Here.
Rachel Silverman, Esquire.
Here.
Okay. Check, check, check. And we did that so far. We're doing pretty well. The mission statement. The mission statement of the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency is to advance the job opportunities, general prosperity, and long-term economic vitality of Ulster County residents by targeting tax incentives, bonding, and other assistance to foster creation and attraction of new businesses and the retention and expansion of existing businesses. And I have a motion to approve the minutes of March 16th. The only one who could do that really is you.
I approve.
All right. I think, I don't know.
I second if I wasn't there.
Motion.
Okay.
Motion for accepting
Second.
the minutes. Sorry.
Okay. So you made the motion.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Public comment. We can wait about a couple minutes here. All right, that's long enough. External audit services request for proposals.
Yep.
So we have 3 proposals today. We have one from UHY LLP. We have one from RBT and one from PKF O'Connor Davies. Does anyone have any thoughts on these?
Yes.
But I mean, Rachel, if you.
Could we go into executive session for this discussion? Or we don't have to? Because
No.
otherwise it's in the minutes if we talk about it.
It is in the minutes.
So, okay, no cursing and no slander.
Easy enough.
Okay.
So I guess my first question would just be about UHY and perhaps the reason they were previously the accountants and would want to be the accountants again. I'm not sure what is the story there that I don't know.
Sure. So when I was on the previous board, we utilized UHY. That was the firm that was providing these professional services. And when the contract came up for renewal, we went through this process, as we just recently did, putting out an RFP. And they responded, and we've worked well with them. So last year, when we came up to renew contract or consider their contract, we had a conversation with them about things that had been working well in the relationship and things that we would like to see improve, which were minor. There was nothing major. And we had a great conversation with them. Based on that, we decided to continue on with UHY. So I think up to this point, working with them, I believe the work has been good. They've been a great partner, and I'm sure there are things, again, in the future as any partnership and relationship that will be improved upon, but overall, satisfaction with the services that they've provided, as described under the contract. So we have to each year go through and put out an RFP again, and so they've obviously have resubmitted a proposal for consideration to continue the relationship with us. This is not working.
No.
Brilliant.
So,
So they're currently.
but don't.
They are currently our provider, yes.
Okay.
And
So they're
have been.
currently?
Yes, and have been.
Why would we have to do this every year if we have a 3-year contract? Just
Because you
what they
get contracts up, is it not? 3 years.
It was my understanding that they
Do we go-
one replacement
They canceled
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
it. Okay. Don't know why they did that. How soon before contract ended did they do that?
Before I came on board.
Okay, all right.
Any thoughts?
So that was my question. I guess it would help to know a little bit more about why we wouldn't have continued with them and are revisiting continuing with them. A little bit challenging for me to weigh in on that one in particular.
Yeah, it would seem like if we received a letter from them saying that they didn't want to continue,
Why would we consider it?
why would we consider it? That's how I see
so
it.
there's a piece of that.
This- While we may not know what the piece is, certainly there was something some reason why they didn't want to continue.
Yeah, Joe had received a letter from them, and he's in a meeting right now, but he should be available to answer that.
Okay.
All right.
The other two pricing were similar.
Yeah, I think they
Right.
looked pretty, they were within a fairly small amount.
Yep. I guess they were all similar. UHY was a little lower, right?
So, I know, I have worked with RBT, I believe, in a different capacity in some of my other, adventures. I think that they have done accounting work, and I think it was fine. I don't think there was anything unusual. It was fine. And I have worked extensively with PKF O'Connor Davies, and I think that they are a really excellent firm. I've worked with them in different capacities. They audit the hospital where I work now, and they've just been fantastic to work with. They really come back to us every year with recommendations and well thought out recommendations. And to me, they're hands down a very good choice. And I also know that they do work for the legislature. They are help me out, Amber, they do some,
Yeah, I think it said that in here.
so they, that would, while we don't have to do what the legislature wants, it would seem like it would be easier if it's one firm that's kind of working over, they oversee us, the legislature does, not the executive. So it would make sense that if we were being audited by the same people, there'd be some consistency there.
They've done a lot of work here,
Yeah.
They have.
with government, so
Yeah.
quite impressive. And
Significantly more
yeah,
experience
yeah,
than the other two.
and quite a bit of the industrial development agencies across the state. Newburgh, okay.
Are they much bigger?
They are quite large, yes.
Yeah, they do look large.
Yep. I do not know this engagement partner.
I was going to ask you that. You
I don't know them.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that they're not good. It just means that I work with others who I found to be fantastic, really, really good. They give you a rigorous, thorough audit, but they are reasonable in their approach. They give you time to find stuff because they dig pretty deep, and I think they would do a good job for us. That's who I would recommend.
And the pricing is consistent with the other proposals and I think what we're current. Do we know where the exact amount we're currently paying for our auditing services through UHY?
$14,000.
14.
That's the
For
current
IDA
annual?
For the IDA alone.
That's for the IDA alone, though.
Total between the IDA and the CRC. Okay.
So this is a significant jump from that,
Yeah.
but they all are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've seen a little inflation in pretty much everything,
Mhm.
especially things that are labor-driven.
But the 14,000 is just for the IDA, and what do they charge for the CRC? 7. So
Oh.
it's up there. Yeah,
It's-
it's 21. Yeah, so
Well,
it's
that's what they,
compatible. Yeah.
right. I think that's what they proposed too, but, a few thousand, theirs rises to 22.6, so it's, I don't know, I don't think it's a decision made solely on the money. I think there is the synergies with O'Connor Davies auditing the legislature and doing that work for them that folds in nicely with what we're doing. And they're a bigger firm. They just have a lot of depth.
Yeah. And I like that you've had experience working with the firm, although not
Extensive
specifically
experience.
with that partner.
Not with
but-
that partner, but I have worked with them in different capacities and other organizations besides mine that I have worked for, they audited. And they have been a growth organization, of amalgamation of
Yeah.
practices joining them. And I think I'm not sure how big they are, but, they'd probably be, I don't know, top 40 or 50 in the country. I mean, a sizable firm.
Yeah, well, their response is robust. I liked the response. My only question would be pivoting away from UHY without confirming that it
Mhm.
makes sense to pivot away from them. I don't want to discount them without knowing, but if they canceled the contract for whatever reason, then it probably makes sense to have a fresh start right now with someone new. So, as long as we can confirm that that is the correct information, just because
right.
Joe's not here.
Right.
I don't,
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
All right. So do we know when?
Do you want to recess?
Yes, because we do have time, right? We don't have, okay. So why don't we recess? Do we know when Joe will be out of the,
He anticipated 8:30.
okay.
So that's pretty soon.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. So
10
why don't we
minutes.
have a recess until Joe's available to talk to us?
Do we need a motion?
Yes.
I make a motion that we recess.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're recessed. calling the meeting back to order.
Do you need a motion?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have a motion to bring the meeting back to order?
I move to bring our meeting back to order.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye? Okay, we're back in session. So it looks like our consensus is that we are going to be recommending to the board PKF O'Connor Davies to be our auditor for the next 3 years and enter into a contract going forward, which will be, so that's, I'll bring that up during the regular meeting. And do we have any old business?
You want to formalize it in motion?
Oh, okay. So can I have a motion to appoint, well, actually, we don't do the appointment, do we?
We're going to recommend.
We-
We're just going to recommend.
So
to
we're
you.
making a motion to recommend to the board. I thought that's what we just did.
Yeah.
So do we need a motion?
Yeah.
Okay. So may I have a motion to recommend PKF O'Connor Davies to be our auditor for the next 3 years as a motion from this committee to the full board for their consideration in the next meeting?
So I move to recommend PKF to the board.
I second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye? Okay. Do we have any old business? Do we have any new business? And I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Chairman, aye. All right. Thank you all very much.